Someone to hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two-up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Seahawks of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Blues of Buenos Aires.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Set, ready. Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
11 yards there, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Blaster, sit. Steal, black.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a 4 yards shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
On the double. Check Fury. Ready, go.
They'll run with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Set, cut.
Robinson again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They run again on first down. Cook. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's Zayvon Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chris Olave, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right. Check.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Smash! Smash! Hut! Hut!
A give to Robinson on the option. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play.
Let's go!
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Drill green! Set!
Now Young. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Red, yellow, ready.
Young now. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 34 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Left side, Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Myers in motion right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, let's go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Smith showing you better be light on your feet as a protector in order to stay in front of him. Maybe the fastest pass rusher in the league now. He ran a 4.39 40 in the combine, and he used that speed well to get to the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Vegas.
A give left side to Robinson.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts.
Meanwhile, Young's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set, hut.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Ready. Hey, check mega. Ready.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Check smash. Hut.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Shot, 17.
Young.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Yellow. Ready.
Young working out of the gun. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, cross field. Blue black. Green jack.
Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, ready?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Set, cut.
Robinson. Touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Lawrence. It's Myers again with another catch. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And to throw again is Lawrence. And it is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Cook now off the read option. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Lawrence to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook.
Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Second down and a run by Robinson. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready,
3rd and 2.
Hey, go Fury.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
On play action, Young. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Strike. Ready.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. 20. Now he's into the clear again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Blues look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Lawrence. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Young. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hey, red. Red, cycle. Yellow, zoom. Set, go.
Young on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Strike. Check. Strike.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
10 cycles.
It's Young off play action. Dancing to his left. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A 28-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, I'm going.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Hey, kill. Go, let's go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's complete left side to Gray. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their home.